The Marvel Cinematic Universe, with its latest installment, The Marvels, is making headlines for all the wrong reasons. If you thought superhero films were bulletproof, think again. We're about to break down the shocking numbers, the repercussions for Disney, and why it might just be the wake-up call the MC Universe desperately needed. Without any further delay, let's get right into the video. In its second weekend, The Marvels dealt a staggering blow to the Marvel Cinematic Universe, experiencing an unprecedented 87% drop at the box office. The initial shockwaves of this free-fall event were felt across Hollywood as a franchise once deemed invincible faced an unexpected crisis. To put it bluntly, the numbers are jaw-dropping. The film, in its sophomore outing, managed to muster a mere $10 million domestically. This pales in comparison to the somewhat lackluster Eternals, which, despite not being a runaway hit, boasted an opening weekend gross of $161 million. What makes this downturn particularly disconcerting is the fact that The Marvels features none other than Captain Marvel, a character who has been a cornerstone of the MC Universe for 5 years. This downturn raises poignant questions about the MCU's trajectory, and the reception of its flagship hero, portrayed by Brie Larson, holds the distinction of being one of the most powerful characters in the entire MCU. However, this power seems to have failed to translate into box office success. It's not just a disappointment, it's a seismic event in the realm of superhero cinema. How could a hero of this caliber, known to audiences for half a decade, struggle to breach the $100 million mark domestically in just 2 weeks? This isn't just a financial hiccup, it's a critical failure that demands a closer inspection of the MCU's pulse. As the dust settles on the disappointing box office performance of The Marvels, a financial reckoning looms over Disney and the Marvel Cinematic Universe. The film's colossal budget, towering at $270 million, intensifies the gravity of this predicament. Beyond the initial production costs, there are additional burdens of marketing and theater expenses that further strain the film's financial prospects. To merely break even, The Marvels would need to generate between $500 and $550 million in global box office revenue, a task that now seems insurmountable. The financial implications of this underwhelming performance are staggering. Industry insiders predict that the movie is set to incur a loss exceeding $300 million for Disney. This is not a minor setback, but a financial catastrophe that reverberates across the entertainment landscape. The sheer scale of this financial miscalculation raises concerns about the future budgetary considerations for the MCU. The question now is how Disney and Marvel will respond to this unexpected setback. The implications of such a financial misstep extend beyond the fate of the Marvels. The broader MCU, once accustomed to financial triumphs, faces a reality check. With budgets exceeding astronomical heights in recent years, there's a growing sentiment that the MCU became a little too comfortable and a little too complacent. The expectations soared, and quality seemed to wane as a result. The once meticulous storytelling and character development took a back seat, leading to lackluster productions that failed to resonate with audiences. The Marvels, with its potential to signal a paradigm shift in the MCU, may have inadvertently served as a catalyst for its recalibration. The days of unchecked budgets and soaring expectations might be numbered, forcing a return to the meticulous craftsmanship that defined the early success of the MCU. As the financial storm clouds gather, one thing is clear: change is on the horizon for Disney, Marvel, and the future of superhero cinema. Amid the financial storm caused by The Marvels, reports are emerging that this colossal flop might be the necessary jolt to re-evaluate the MCU's approach. The repercussions extend beyond mere financial losses, with industry insiders suggesting that this wake-up call could trigger a significant shift in the way the MCU operates. The era of astronomical budgets and overblown expectations may be drawing to a close, and surprisingly, this might be a blessing in disguise for Marvel and Disney. The MCU, once the golden standard for superhero franchises, seems to have lost its way in recent years. The relentless pursuit of billion-dollar box office figures appeared to come at the cost of storytelling and genuine artistic endeavor. The complacency that seeped into recent MCU projects, evident in films like The Marvels and series like Falcon and the Winter Soldier and She-Hulk, may have finally caught up with the studio. Fans, once united in their love for rich, character-driven narratives, began to peel away as the quality of storytelling dipped. Now, faced with a financial fiasco, the MCU has an opportunity to reassess its priorities. Lower budgets and tempered expectations could be the much-needed remedy to rejuvenate the MCU. The risk of failure, as exemplified by The Marvels, could prompt a return to the roots of the franchise, where careful planning, compelling narratives, and character development took precedence over flashy spectacles and inflated budgets. Ridley Scott's criticism of superhero films, questioning why their stories aren't better, echoes the sentiments of many fans who have witnessed a decline in narrative quality. If this financial setback prompts a reassessment of storytelling priorities, it could mark a turning point for the MCU, steering it away from a trajectory of laziness and towards a renewed commitment to excellence. Examining the landscape of recent big-budget productions, it becomes apparent that the correlation between financial investment and cinematic quality is not always straightforward. Comparing films like June and Black Widow highlights a stark contrast in execution despite their differing budgets. The former, with a budget of $165 million, managed to deliver a captivating experience, while the latter, with a hefty $280 million budget, faced criticism for lackluster storytelling and uninspired action. One cannot ignore the irony when a film like Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning, sharing a similar budget with The Marvels, emerges as an epic production filled with scale, stakes, and a palpable sense of intensity. Meanwhile, the MCU's offering lacked the same gravitas, appearing small and unremarkable in comparison. The question arises, has Marvel's strategy of throwing unlimited resources at the problem led to a creative stagnation that permeates in its recent films? It's evident that the MCU, once hailed for its innovation and narrative prowess, may have become a victim of its own success. And there you have it, folks. A closer look at the catastrophic failure of The Marvels and its implication for the MCU. Do you agree with this assessment, or do you think there is a way for The Marvels to bounce back? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe for more content, and stay tuned.